Hello and welcome back to the shop. I thought I would just do a little bit of maintenance on the shaping machine. I think I mentioned to you in the last video when we were profiling the blocks for doing the lugs on the boiler bands. There was a bit of play in the nut on the tool slide. So I thought today what I'd do is strip this down and see if we can get the nut out and put the new one in. I've got a brand new one down here on the shelf. I'll bring it in closer and show you what we're doing. And what we're going to do first is just undo the lock nuts on the gib, just to loosen it off a bit. This is one of the differences between the 7A shaper and the 7B. The 7A's only got 3 and the 7B's got 4. There you go, just unscrews now. Just come straight out. There you go. There you go, there's the give strip. Just fits up there. Right, what we're interested in is the nut. That's it there. I think it just pushes out. There's my rag. This mechanism here, it swivels, pivots, and there's a clamping ring inside. I'll just show you that if you like. What you got to do is make sure you pull it up even though, that's the important thing. There you go. See, when you slacken it you can pivot that. So it's these 2 bolts here which allow you to swivel the head over. You've seen us using it at 45. Right, let's take this off and I'll just show you what's inside. It's just a simple clamping mechanism, it's nothing complex. I think it'd be pretty similar on a lot of shaping machines. Just drop down a washer over that. And there you go. See, there's a piece in here. There you go. Now a nut is in there. You can see it. So what we've got to do is get it out. I think it'll just tap out actually. Right. I've just checked the manual that I've got for a shaping machine. And you can see this is the mechanism which allows it to swivel. Can you see that? So that it's got a shaft through there and there's 2 lock nuts on the back. It allows it to pivot and it takes the pull as well. This will just come straight, take the nuts off, this will come straight out. So you take the ram off and then undo the 2 lock nuts and that comes straight out. Right, we're not doing that today though. Alright, to get this out here, I'm just going to tap it out. There's nothing holding it in. There you go. Out. It's on the floor. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a piece of round phosphor bronze bar and all you've got is a hole drilled in it and you've got your Acme thread. So you can see. Right, Let's get the new one out. Alright, I've been messing around with the nut, the new nut and the screw. Just a bit of burr on it, that's all. Just clearing it off. Once I got rid of the burrs, everything seems to fit okay. We've just got to try it in the body now. Goes in there alright, we're done. Burr there as well. Just push that in. There you go. Just pushes straight in. It's only the screw. It just pushes straight in. It's in now. You can see. If you can see in there. It'll seal the way through. Yeah, there you go. It's just the screw itself which keeps it in place. But it's in now. So that's all that matters. Now I'll stick some oil in there, right? So you go round. There you go. Put some on the threads. Right. Kicking the thing again. Yeah. Good smear will do that some good. So you can see here's the piece here. You can see the new bush. And the bush goes to the top. So we're going to put that in. There's it all gone, there it is. There you go. See? See that kind? I can set the angles. Yeah. Alright. I'll probably pinch it up now so it doesn't move when we start turning it. We'll start fitting the tool slide. There's a graduated scale on the side here which tells you what the angle is. It's only a rough guide. If you wanted a really accurate angle you'd have to use some other method. Right, it's 9/16, and that's 0. You gotta make sure you pull up even on these. There you go. That's all that's needed. Where's our oil can? What we're going to do now is I'll put a bit of oil on the ways here, on the screw. If it runs off, I'm not worried about that. We can clean it up. Let's go in. See? Since the new nut in, we've just got to adjust everything now. Which is no problem. Running quite nice, that will. That's right off my hands. Alright, we're going to set the give strip. Nut. Close it down. And start feeling the resistance. That's good enough. And then you'll run it and just see what it's like. If you don't like how it is, adjust it. Let's see the bottom one. The same on that one. Lock that off there, I think. Don't like these screw or slotted screw head grub screws. You can never get the right torque on them. So I like a proper hexagon grub screw. Let's wind that all the way down. That's how it is. You think that'd be slightly different, but no, it's just how it is. That's where we'll start. We'll use the machine and then we'll make an adjustment if we need to. Now, we haven't tightened these up yet. So I want everything to self-align and then I'll pinch everything up. That's quite good, look. Not much backlash at all there. Pleased with that. That looks pretty good, I like that. That's alright. Now I did notice something which is of interest. This grub screw. You can't turn it. I thought it might turn, but no, you can't. Anyway, it is what it is. Like I mentioned to you before, it'd be nice to be able to put the MyFit system on here for the cross slide off the lathe. Well, it is what it is. Alright. And that'll run in that way when we're using it. If we need to make adjustments on the gear strip, we do so. When you're adjusting your machines, let me just tell you this now. Okay, we fitted the new nut. We've made adjustments to the give strip. You see, pretty good. It locks, it's okay. Alright, that's alright, that is. I'm just going to stick a bit of oil on the top. There you go. There you go. Right. when you're making adjustments to your machines and things, try and get them best you can when you're building them up. But until you actually run the machine, you'll not know whether you're right or wrong. It's the only way you'll find out. Don't get too hung up on trying to get it absolutely perfect before you start it. You might run the machine, you find you've got a bit of movement, a bit of vibration or whatever. Stop it and do something about that. That's the important thing. Don't let it run like that. But sometimes you might have some play in a certain position in your machine and you can't do anything about that. You move to another position of the machine and you find it's perfect. You've got to make the judgment. It's up to you to decide what you do. You know, do you make another adjustment or do you leave it? Normally what you would do is you would set it to your tightest point. But if you don't, when you come to your tightest point, it'll jam up. You're going to have a problem then, aren't you? So if you set them to your tightest point, you'll be okay. But anyway, there you are, that's the nut changed. And we'll see what it's like. We'll run the machine on the next job and just see. That's quite positive, that is. There's virtually no backlash in there. But anyway, I think that'll do for that. I'm just having a tidy up at the moment. Trying to make some space on the back here. It's a bit untidy around the back with all the tools and things, so I need to do something about it. I was wondering whether I could put my tools on the shelf underneath on the shaper, or make another shelf. And that's a thought on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.